Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today I'm pretty excited because it finally came. Titanic shipment 24, the final shipment of the Titanic, but this is not quite necessarily the final shipment because I still got the display case to go. They told me they wouldn't be shipping that until February. So now we have to wait on the display case. But we're going to open this up and see what's inside. Alrighty, and here we should have from 35 to 40. Just getting them all in order. $40, and then the supplement 40 issue. Yep, we got them. Alright, so first of all, we're going to take a look at issue 135. So I've got to find the box. 137. 139. Same one I had. 135. And we're going to do our usual routine where we check to make sure every part is here. So, alright, 135 is going to contain the ship's rudder. So, opening this up, and we're going to check to make sure everything is here. So, okay, we got some more of those eyelets. That's here. These are AM screws. AM screws, check. CP screws, two CP screws, yep. And more of those eyelets. There's something in here. What could this be? Huh, it's flat. What is this? Oh, okay, that's the pin for the rudder. So, that's the pin for the rudder. Okay, check, that's in there. We'll see what this is. Oh, wow, that's metal. That is metal. That's the missing piece of the hull of Titanic where the rudder's going to mount to. This is metal. It's heavy. So we got that. Is this the rudder? We found one piece of the rudder. Nope. That is that front piece that's there, which you can see this is the part that they supply us with. It's in the wrong color. This is supposed to be black, so I'll paint that black. I'll paint that the mast color. That's the piece of the mast. Or one of the pieces of the mast. And, okay, which one of these is the, okay. These two things right here are like the two things that go to the front of the ship, which are supposed to act like guide wires that go to the front bow crane. So we do have those. And then this one right here, I can tell, is supposed to be the flagpole at the stern of the ship. So this is the flagpole that goes to the stern of the ship. So, okay, that's all my flagpoles and things. Let's check. This right here looks like it could be the cleats. So that right there has to be the rudder in that last thing. So let me get this open first. This right here could be the cleats that go to the back of the ship. Probably shouldn't have clipped my fingernails. I'll get it though. Okay. Yeah, rip that, but it's just a piece of paper. Get open. Stubborn thing. There we go. And yeah, these are the cleats. These will have to be painted black. These are our cleats that goes towards the back of the ship. Yep, they got the curve. I was starting to say it looks like they sent me the cleats that goes to the front of the ship again, but thankfully they got the curve, so they're the back ones. Alright, so that's there. And this is the rudder. There she is. And this is plastic, I can tell. This is plastic. But there's our rudder to the ship. So that right there is all parts of the hull now that we got. So everything seems to be accounted for here in issue 135, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. 136. And 136 looks like the forward mast. So I'm going to go with it's one of these long ones. 136. This is so exciting. I've been waiting for this forever. Alright, there's our last LED light strip, which is going to go over top our engine room. So that is a piece. The mast is in here. So I'm going to unfold that, unfold that. I'm going to try to get this tape undone. And the mast is metal, just like the back one was. There it is. There's our mast. A lot of things that has to be painted on here. I'm going to have to paint the ship's bell. I'm going to have to paint this whole entire mast in the right color that I want it to be. Going to have to paint the ship's bell right there. We got some lights up here that I'm going to have to look about painting. We got some ladders up here, which I think the ladders are the same color as the mast. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on this mast. And this is metal. This is a metal mast. Which I like the fact that it's metal, because so many Titanic models that I've done before, I always had a bad problem of when it came to the mast of them things breaking on me. Because they were made of plastic in the old models. So that is the mast accounted for. We have a an extension cable, which is part of the shipment. What's in here? Oh, that's the pole that goes on the mast that hangs out. Now, when it comes to me, I'm probably going to put this pole on to where it's basically swung up onto the mast, not hanging out on the mast. Because mine's going to be like where it's stored up. But it's meant to be basically swung out. But mine's going to be stored up on mine. because my ship's going to be at sea. So that's the plans with mine. What are these? Ah. There's our crow's nest. So we got the crow's nest. Here's some more of those ladders, which I'll be upgrading mine when they eventually, get made. But here are 3. In the meantime, we'll use them. But here are 3 of those ladders. I'll have to paint these up. And then when the new replacement ladders get made, I'll replace them. And then we got in here. This is so exciting, finally having the last pieces in my hand. Ah, there's the anchor. The anchor for the forward well deck. And this is metal. This part's metal. This part's plastic. And that part right there that's swinging back and forth, the little chain thing, that's metal. Well, no, I take it back. It's all metal. This is metal. It just felt like plastic at first, but that's an all-metal anchor that goes into the forward well deck. Well, not the forward well deck, but the in front of the forecastle, right down below the forward bow crane. And these are, okay, these are those rubber things that they have you to put in to fully fasten down your decks to the hull. They're made of really hard plasticky rubber. You can see right there. These are those things. So those are accounted for. And that looks like everything in this issue. So yeah, all of the parts are accounted for in 136, I think it was, for the mast, which is a good thing. So we'll go ahead and we'll close that. Move on to the next one, issue 137. Replacement skylights. 137. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at these little small things. We have a piece to the compass tower. And here is the forward, here's the forward bow crane, which I've got a replacement forward bow crane from that company. We'll be looking at it later. I was just waiting to get these pieces in the mail so we could compare them. So be on the lookout for that video. It'll probably be when we start doing the build. And then in here, we have, wow, they chose to make that one brown. Why couldn't they do the rest of them that way? There's the steps that goes to the compass tower. Here is the little binnacle that goes in the compass tower, or the compass itself, I think. So we got those. Those are all the small pieces. These should be the skylights, I think. Or one of the skylights. Which I've been waiting for these because they can latch on now. Yeah, here's the replacement skylights. The difference between them is they've got these little latches now, these fasteners, that will fasten them down to the deck. Which is good. I won't have to have mine basically masked and taped up anymore. And then this right here should be the next one. Yep. And there's the next one. So we got both the forward and the back skylights. And then this right here is what I was really interested in seeing. This thread that they send you that we're going to rig the ship with. And oh, there it is. Yeah, it's like a plastic. It's not thread. It's like a plastic thread. I like it. That's going to look real good. It's a nylon thread, but it's like a plastic. Almost reminds you of a fishing line, but really thin. Okay. That is all of the parts for issue 137 check. Now we're going to look at parts for issue 138. Oh, this right here was what I was really interested in seeing too. So, 140, 138. We'll start with this one. This is probably some either photo etch or it's stickers. It's photo etch. Oh, those are those little things that's going to go on the mast. All of the little rings that we got to put on the mast. I've seen people on YouTube videos doing those. Okay. Then what's this one? Another... What is that? Oh, the metal flagpole that goes to the front of the bow. Mine probably won't have that on it all the time. I'll have it to where I can basically, take it off and put it back on. But mine's not going to have that flagpole at the front of the ship all the time. I'm basing my model off of the last time Titanic ever saw daylight. Basically, from the Titanic movie, James Cameron, when Rose said that was the last time Titanic ever saw daylight, that's what my Titanic is going to be based off of. The sunset, where her and Jack were flying at the front of the ship. And I do have Jack and Rose to put at the front of the ship. I got it from that company that I ordered from. These are interesting. These are supposed to be the photo etch folding details. Where you basically fold your photo etch with this. Which this is going to be interesting to use. All right, what's in here? I was starting to say there's nothing in there. Oh, it's the grate that goes to the bow of Titanic. And wow, I'm surprised by that detail. That is detailed. I ain't gonna lie, that's detailed. And that's metal. That's photo etch. Of course, I'll have to paint it because, you know, it's white, but I'm known it to be black. Black or a gunmetal color. And then we got right in here. Well, stupid tape. More of those folding things. More of them folding things that help you shape your parts. That'll be for helping you shape a railing. This is cool. It's so nice finally having all the final pieces. It's like finally the great ship comes to an end on the build. But not really, because we're still, you know, slowly updating. So I'm still waiting for, you know, upgraded parts to still be made. What do we got in here? Oh. Photo etch railings. Nice. So far, everything seems to be here. What's in this one? I bet this is decals. Yep, feels like decals. Uh-huh. Decals. It's the notice signs that's at the back of the Titanic. And it's also the water lines decals that goes on the hull. And then here are some notice signs telling passengers things, which I really don't know if you can read that or not. It's too small. I think it's just made to look like it's on there, but you can't read it. I'm trying to get a good angle here, but yeah, it looks like it's just made to where it looks like it's on there, but you can't read it just like you can these. Huh. I'm trying to focus it here. Yeah, you can't read that. Just like the same thing with these stickers. You can't read them, but they're just made to, you know, be there. But you can't read them. And then here are the water lines that goes to the stern of the ship. So you can't read these, but you can read those. Of course, because you're going to be able to see these at the back of the railings. Okay. So put this cover back over top of these decals. Let me zoom you out. And put these back into the little bag. So we got our decals. And last but not least, we got this big old piece right here. I'm pretty sure this is a big piece of photo etch. Yep. There's our railings. You can see the railings that's going to go on the ladders, the step ladders But there's our photo etch railings. Is there anything else in there? Yes, there is. Those ladder things that goes on the mast. And that's it. So that's everything accounted for in this issue. If there ends up being a two-part video, then there'll just be a two-part video, but we're going to take our time and look at all this final stuff. Now, when it comes to the build, I will be building, but there's going to be certain things that I will be skipping just because of the way I have to store this model. I won't be putting all the final details on the model until I receive that display case. Because the case that I keep the model in, if I continue to, you know, take this thing in and out of that case that I keep the model in, it's going to knock off some of this really fine detail if I put it on it now. So, yeah, because I didn't receive the glass case at the moment, that one really screwed me over. I can't really, you know, fully finish the model. Because if you remember correctly, I don't even have the yellow stripe stickers on the ship yet. I'm not putting them on until I get that case. Issue 139. 139. Which is photo etched parts and decals. So this is all photo etched parts and decals. So the first thing, this is probably decal. Yep. And it's more of those, can we read these? Nope. Just made to look like, you know, they're there. But we can't read them. Alright. Come back here. So put that back in there. That's one part going over. This feels like it's more of those bending things for your photo etch. Which it is. Ah. Okay. So that's those two. More things that help you bend your railings. And this is more. I can tell because of the shape. Yep. There's the other corresponding piece to that curved one we had. No, that's it. This is just a bigger one. So these most likely don't go together anyway. Nope. These are just two that were stuck together. Basically, another two's got to go there. So it's going to be fun when I go to do this to figure out which one goes to what. But we'll figure it out. What have we got in here? This is photo etch. So we're going to take a big look at this. One big piece of photo etch. There's the compass tower legs. That looks like a railing. More railing. All kinds of railing. Look at that. So that's our railing. which this is some really, really thick photo etch. And that's everything accounted for in this issue. Having some trouble down here. Oh, okay, I can't put that all the way down there because of the photo etch. Alright, give me a few seconds here. Trying to get this photo etch back in the bag without bending it. Because, you know, we want to keep it protected until it goes on the ship. There we go. Put all this back in here. That's everything accounted for that issue. That was issue, what, 139? Then this one's 140. Yep, 140. So, issue 140. There's two issue 140s. We got this one, and then we got the supplement issue, which is basically all of the rigging. So, alright, the final photo etch parts. What's that? It'll tell me. Okay, there's two of them. Don't lose these. There's two of them. It's wire. What are they? Are they 10A? Oh, 140A. Wire for flags times 2. Okay, so this is your wire for flags. This is wire. Alright, we'll put that back in the box. Don't lose those. I didn't even know about those. That came out of the box. I was like, oh goodness, did something break? Here is our final photo etch. There's two.